Life throws you punches. Trauma, life, and burnout. I've lived through it all, and I've built something for the fighters that refuse to stay down. If you're ready to stop playing small and own your story, then this is where you belong. The Unstoppable Network is where the overcoming stories are getting very loud. From veterans to survivors to trailblazers, sharing their story of turning their pain into power. Welcome to the Unstoppable Network, where we turn your mess into a message. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Unstoppable Network. I'm your host, Dorothy O'Dell, and today we're here again with my amazing friend, Chad Kennedy. Chad, hey, how you doing?
Great, Dorothy. Thanks. It's funny how we always meet up like this.
At a Legion.
At a Legion.
At a Legion. We are here at the Kingsville Legion, branch 188. I got it right this time, folks. Third time's a charm. And so we are here because we were doing the mental health walk again.
Yes.
So is this what kicks off this time or no?
No, this is one of quite a few pre-step off events that we've been fortunate enough to be invited to.
Okay.
So we've been we started everything actually in Vermont, and then into New York, and then Broussard. That's great. She's got another elbow. Broussard, Quebec, Peterborough, and then most recently we were on Pelee Island, and now we're back here in Kingsville. It's Monday, June 1st, we actually step off, which is pretty amazing because it's PTSD Awareness Month, starting June 1st. So it's pretty cool. It's been pretty cool.
Okay, so we end mental health awareness month here on the 30th. What is today? Today's the 29th. That we're actually recording this. Who knows when you'll see it? But but you kick off on the 1st for PTSD Awareness Month.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So, my friend, what is the expectation of this year's journey?
So, believe it or not, sadly, my dad passed away last month. And I was given pretty strict orders to not quit the walk because of his passing. He planned his death around the walk, so I would not have to fly home. Not that it was a have to. I would have loved to have been home. So a lot of my focus on this year, I'll be doing a lot of grieving and setting my minimum amount of steps every day will be 27,593, which is Dad's RCMP regimental number. But yeah, really the expectation is, you keep spreading the awareness, and we're going to be raising funds for children who have lost a parent within the military, veteran or first responder community to suicide, so we can try and help give these young youth who would be going through an emotionally challenging time, keep them goal orientated on education versus going down the wrong path. So that is the goal this year. Our goal is to raise $13,000 so we can set up 2 $500 scholarships in every province and territory.
Wow, friend.
Yeah.
We have a plan.
Yes, we do.
We have a plan. And where can people donate?
They can visit us at C2C for PTSD. Follow us on Facebook. There'll be links to either GoFundMe or my email address. We'll take e-transfers. Or if you see us on the road, you can donate that way.
Wow. Now, I was kind of bummed. I met you today earlier, and I said, we didn't do the pre-interview of before you started, when usually I interview them when you're back at home in Alberta.
Yeah.
But
with the exception of last year at the end, where your volume didn't work.
Yeah, my
Yes.
volume didn't work. We had an amazing interview after the walk, at the mental health walk, and then, or was it before? Doesn't matter. Anyways,
Before, yeah.
it didn't work. And then we had to do it when he got back home.
Yes.
So I guess, whatever. Potato.
We made it happen.
We made it happen. That's what we do. We are unstoppable, and we make shit happen.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. There's always a shitball. Shitballs.
Shitballs.
She forgets that line every time. So
I love that. I thought it was monkey balls, but no, he reminded to me today it's shits balls. shits balls. We're tired. We did 5K walk, and we did
it's
it
scorching.
Early.
It's scorching out.
It's scorching out there. I'm here with my near beer because it's like I drank my water way too quickly, and I needed something else that would. And Papa just does not do it.
Had to be sippable.
It had to be sippable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have to drive later. But anyways, we are here talking about PTSD. That's the whole reason for the walk.
Right.
And Chad is not only a veteran, a Canadian veteran, but you are also an RCMP veteran.
Alberta Sheriff.
Alberta Sheriff
Highway Patrol, yes.
And
it's okay. Forced into retirement because of mental health, and sadly, like a lot of provincial agencies, easier to part ways with me than keep me on board and whatever. It's not the organization, it's certain people within, but I'm quite all right with that because I get to focus on helping other people through their mental health challenges.
Right. What has been your greatest experience so far in the last couple of years that you've been walking Canada?
Oh, it's got to be interviews with Dorothy.
Of course it is.
She paid me for that. That's a paid endorsement. I'm kidding. I got
to charge more if that's the case.
I'm going to tell you, there's genuinely so many amazing moments. You meet all the great people and organizations, agencies that support mental health. Last year, when we visited Kingsville, I met a lady who was going through some pretty challenging times with a traumatic event. Had a great visit with her, left my business card. Here's my phone number. Here's my email address. If you ever need anything, please reach out. We'll find you some mental health support. So it's one of those, it's a person you meet, and for whatever reason all winter, it's like, I haven't heard from her, and I was, do I reach out to friends here to make sure she's okay? And we walked into the Legion last night with Scott Trainer, and here was this wonderful human being sitting at the bar in the Legion. And just that it was a surprise that I was showing up. I didn't even know I was showing up to see her. So it was one of the most powerful emotional hugs. And then the follow-up afterwards to see how she was doing. And she's getting through this. She knows her boundaries now. She knows what is safe, what's not. If she's not feeling safe, she can leave her work environment. And I thought, that's fantastic. And she knows, she's got my card. She knows where to find us. But it was cool. And it's always cool when you can reconnect with the people you met in your journey. But emotionally, that to be able to do a follow-up with somebody was outstanding. That's the kicker. And it's not to say that everybody I've met, this year even, where I'm meeting people who have followed our campaign for a few years for the first time in person, and there's that emotional hug. It's like, are we both real? There's I'm not on a pedestal. I should be standing on a milk crate most of the time because I'm short. But when you meet these people, it is, and to see the emotion on their face, and it takes me a lot to process what the campaign has done for others versus just my healing journey. So there's so much to talk about, and yeah, man, you just always remember the faces and the names, and yeah, it's cool. It's a cool journey.
So what made you decide that you were going to start to walk C to C for PTSD? For somebody who has not seen the prior episodes that we've had, I don't know. I think you've been on my show at least 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
But why did you just start to walk Canada?
Yeah. So, I mean, I highway patrol for a lot of years, law enforcement really for 20 years under different uniforms, and you see so much, it builds up. You get to a boiling point. Like most people, you think it's just a phase or I'm complacent. July 18th of 2020, we had the Columbia Icefields bus crash in Jasper. I was one of the first 6 people really like in uniform to show up to help. And as law enforcement people, you don't have the resources to be able to help anybody in a mass casualty event. 2 weeks after that, it was time to leave this earth via suicide. And that was August 2nd of 2020. And those who know my dad's story know that like he was a huge part of my life. I've known him my whole life. So that is a full lifetime. His battles with PTSD. I had the vision of dad in my head when I was going to hop into my truck and extremely drunk and drive myself into a bridge pillar. It was my dad that saved me in that moment, and I decided we need to do more about mental health in the military, veteran, and public safety communities. So what can I do about it? And in a drunken stupor, I announced I'd walk Canada, and somebody tried talking me out of it. I said, no, I'm going to hold myself accountable. Mm-hmm. I'm not this person that'll say something, take it off social media. I'm going to do it. And like I said, this is our second half of our second walk across the country. So I think at the end, because I'm not allowed to take off for 6 months anymore, as Nikki puts it, and fair enough, she shares me with the rest of Canada. And where life is busy for me, you think life just gets put on hold back home, but that's not the case. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's the end of something that's been very near and dear to me. C2C will carry on. We'll do 2-week spurts where we'll go to northern communities in our provinces and talk mental health, do some walking. But to do the country for a third time, no, you gotta say I've done what I can do that way. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed to see parts of this country when you're destination driving, you miss all these cool places, mm-hmm. and you don't get the chance to meet the amazing people you meet in your journey. So, right. Yeah, but the legacy will continue on.
So where do you end this year?
Victoria, British Columbia. So we'll kick off in Sarnia on Monday. And if anybody wants to, well, I don't know when this is going to air. It's a surprise. Anyways.
I already scheduled for Monday.
Okay, so you're okay. Sorry. You're okay. Don't be sorry. June 1st, we step off in Sarnia and make our way to Victoria.
Cool. And when do you think you'll be in Victoria?
The last week of September is the goal.
Last week of September.
Yeah.
Road trip. It's funny because I have so many people. My life goes into spurts where I have all these people come into my life. The last 5 years, it was Chicago. I have a huge base in Chicago, and lately it's been Alberta. Like, I have 4 new friends that are from out in Alberta. You guys are scattered everywhere, though. It's not like you can be in the same freaking community, and it's not like Alberta is tiny.
In comparison to Ontario, it is tiny, and everything's 12 hours away in Ontario.
Yeah, but you told me my other friend and you are like 12 hours apart. You're in the same.
That's 12 hours. That's there in Grand Prairie, right? We had this conversation. Yeah, that's 12 hours away from me. Of driving, not walking. That's driving.
I know, but that's a long drive. It's like you're in the same province.
Niagara Falls is in the same province. How far of a drive is that?
Niagara Falls from Windsor is only 5 hours, my friend.
How far is Sudbury? 8. How far is what's that?
I don't go that
Thunder
far.
Bay. Oh, Kenora. That far.
I have a husband that doesn't like to leave the house. What can I say? Road trip
Shit
with
is
girls.
not close all the time.
No,
but you're in Alberta. That's got to be close to Banff. No.
I've been to Banff. That's just as I met my husband. I had a trip scheduled out to Alberta with a friend of mine that worked for the Canadian government, and she said, "Come on out. You know, you just have to pay for your airfare." I'm like, "Cool." He dropped me off at the airport. I went to Banff. He stayed at home and worked.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good relationship.
Well,
Solid.
You just met each other. You're not going to put your life on hold because you just met somebody.
Nikki, I hope you're not going to watch this, but you're absolutely right.
Why is it we always laugh when we're together? Like, I love this.
That's his life should be full of laughs.
That's right. Like,
Yes.
should be.
I'm enjoying my second life, and it's my best life. So I'll laugh. I'll cry.
We go. There we go. All right, my friend. So you're starting in Sarnia, ending
Victoria.
in Victoria.
Yeah.
Sorry, brain fart. Menopause, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. And we need to raise $13,000.
$13,000.
And you can find where to donate on CTC or PTSD.com.
.ca.
And there we go. And any last words for our guest friend?
If you're struggling, please reach out. I'm proud to say now that C2C for PTSD has become a Rolodex of resources right across the country, from Newfoundland right through BC. So if you're struggling, you can shoot me an email, and I can put you in touch with somebody that will have resources in your province and hopefully your community. But there's always help. I know when you're going through a mental health crisis, Google is not the easiest to operate when you're in panic mode. Let us help you with the work on that and find you the resources.
Absolutely. And what I love, that two countries actually got their shit together. And if you're in dire straits, it's 988 for the suicide hotline. For both Canada and US. Yes. I really love that. And so use it. That's one of the resources. And connect with us, and we can help you any way that we can. There's like you said, a lot of great organizations out there that are willing to help. We just have to ask for the help.
That's right. And that's the hardest thing. That is the hardest step to take, is asking for help. Been there, done it, and don't think it gets any easier to ask for help. I still struggle with asking for help when I need it. But rest assured, if you never ask for help, the answer is always going to be no, and you're going to suffer more. And I don't want that. I don't want to hear of another suicide. I truly, I do give a shit. Mm-hmm. And that's what this campaign is about. It's not about fame or glory or whatever else. You know, someday I'll write a book or finish writing the book. God, I thought I was done. And then the publisher said, but you have so much, you have so much more. I'm like, okay. So after the walk this year, I'm going to focus on that. But it's just, if you think there's fame or glory walking the country and talking about mental health, try it. And you'll find that there's nothing easy mentally or physically about it. Mm-hmm. So I get what it's like to not be able to ask for help or being afraid to step out of that zone. But I just urge people, and it might not be for you. It might be for a family member that's afraid to ask for help. Mm-hmm. Come to us. We will get you some resources.
So, friend, something you just said triggered something in me. So I don't think I told you this, but when I opened up my Facebook this year on January 1st, and I saw your post about your one officer that had completed suicide, and one of the people on your team, I think it was, or somebody close to you, had completed suicide. I woke up and I saw that, and there was something inside of me that said, after 5 years, why is it that this is still happening? And it tore me apart to the point where I decided, I am also part of an organization called Angels 14, which we meet every Friday at noon for veterans and allies. It's community, camaraderie, and connection. And we are just there for one another. It is 100% free. There's a judgment-free zone. And I woke up that day when I saw that and I thought, I need to get more people to this call because obviously the whole purpose of starting this particular show was because I wanted people never to be alone in the circumstances. And your slogan is never alone. You're never alone. So that's why, you know, it was a no-brainer to partner with you. On top of the fact that you're Canadian and awesome. And so I just want you to know when I saw that post, there was something in me that's like, okay, we need to ramp this up and we need to get people the help that they need. We need to get them to say it's okay to ask for help. You know, you're never alone. Don't make a lasting lifetime decision in the 15 minutes that you're going through hell. Yeah. I'm sure it could be longer than 15 minutes. I'm not minimizing that. What I'm trying to say is do not take a long-term solution to a short-term problem. I've lost somebody to suicide myself. My uncle completed suicide on Christmas Day 30 years ago this year. And so it is something that's I talk about, and I also have a veteran, an uncle who is a veteran as well. And so that's why the two, I think, are connected in my life. And that's why when I came across the veteran community, I was like, it's like coming home. And so anything that we can do for veterans or civilians to get you the help that you need, so that you are still here on earth. You know, in my darkest days, there was a picture that my brother blessed me with two beautiful nephews. And yes, I say beautiful because they are beautiful, handsome, whatever you want to say. And I took those kids to get their picture taken when they were younger. And I have that picture. And every single time I felt like giving up, I would think of that picture. And I still have it. I have it in my drawer at home. And whenever I think life is too hard, I think, well, wait a minute. No, I know what it feels like when my uncle did that. And then I think of my nephews. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to leave this earth that way. Obviously, you know, we all die sometime, but it would not be at my own hand. And so whatever you got to do to get yourself out of that moment, do it. You know, it was a picture of your dad. And for me, it's a picture of my nephews. So whatever you need to do to pick up the phone, call 988 or connect with one of us, you know, do it. Whatever you got to do.
I couldn't agree more.
All right, friends. So with that, thank you so much, Chad, for your time.
Thank you for showing up again.
All right. Yes, it was a pleasure. I am hot and sweaty and need a shower after today's hot. It was very hot today.
It was very hot.
Very hot. Yep. 5 kilometers, but I'm glad I did it. And remember, folks, go check out C2C for PTSD.ca. Check them out. Donate if you can. We're looking for $13,000 to help kids that may have lost their loved one. So, you know, let's help these children out. And go subscribe to our channel, please. It's the Unstoppable Network on YouTube. Share this specific episode with people that you know that can use it. And sending much love to you. And remember, you are never alone. Bye for now.